So today we are in Estepona, and we've actually come from the west end, from Malaga, and we're going to the new town hall. They have changed and updated their address. Google has now been updated. Haven't been to this place before. We've booked appointments here before, but we need some updated content now for
in 600 meters at the roundabout, take the 4th exit onto Avenida Juan Carlos I.
As you can tell, I've got my friend Googly directing me, so sorry about that. This is my first time at this town hall. According to this, I'm only 3 minutes away. And we're actually going to be meeting a client there who we did their NLV. They're now on an NLV renewal, which is absolutely fabulous. And we'll be starting the process. I've got some documents for them to sign, and we'll just be chatting about what they need to put together. Most importantly, we'll be signing them on the Padron. Now, unless things have greatly improved here, the Padrons take at least 2 weeks to be issued. As we know, some town halls give them to you straight away, and some town halls take what seems to be a really long time. This one is one of the ones which is like, well, it's okay, it's not too long, but it's still a bit of a pain. But it's not like Torre del Mar, where Torre del Mar you could be waiting 6 weeks. Sneaking behind the
Exit the roundabout onto Avenida Juan Carlos I.
There we go, on Avenida Juan Carlos I.
In 400 meters at the roundabout, continue straight to stay on Avenida Juan Carlos I.
According to this, I'm really close. Estepona being a beautiful town. Very popular with people living here. Well, that's a bit of a silly comment, really. Very popular people living here. Of course it's popular with people living here, otherwise they wouldn't live here. What I meant was it's a popular place to come and live. I'm dying to see this new town hall building. It must be a town hall that's doing well. They had a new sports facility a few years back there, which is in the entrance, which looks amazing, of Olympic standard almost. Can't say I've been inside it. From the outside, it's very, very grand. We have an Estrangeria, a police station here, which
in 150 meters at the roundabout, take the 2nd exit and stay on Avenida Juan Carlos I.
which we avoid like the plague, I have to say. We're not the biggest fans of the Estrangeria here. They're a little bit picky. Okay, no, they're really picky. And sometimes a bit strange. So if we can, we tend to avoid it. Not that we've ever had any rejections there, but they do. Generally, the Estepona Foreigners Office, Estrangeria, would find a photocopy of a photocopy that you're missing. It's like that classic, you need a staple and a staple and a photocopy of a staple. It really is there.
Exit the roundabout onto Avenida Juan Carlos I.
Oh, and here we are. The new town hall. Wow. Oh, what's going on here? So
in 100 meters at the roundabout, take the 4th exit and stay on Avenida Juan Carlos I.
This guy's really going to take the bottom out of his Merc if he's not careful. See, these beautiful cars and then people driving them like lunatics. Okay, so it looks like this building on my left is the new town hall. Wow. So it's actually a lot more central than the old one. It's a watch out for zebra crossings, don't forget. And have they accommodated the new town hall with plenty of parking? Yes, they have. There's a car park down there.
In 50 meters, your destination will be on the right.
Found it. Found my destination. Thank you very much. And here we are going to this car park, which is very big, but it looks full. dear. So, if you're going to Estepona, the first thing you've got to do, allow yourself plenty of time to park your car. I'm going to continue to record as I'm driving around, trying to find parking, just to demonstrate what a pain it could be. There's loads of parking to my right. Now, can I squeeze my car in? No, not really. It's only a little car, this, the old Upsticks drive mobile. But, oh, what we got here? What we got here? Oh, no, that's a gap. Oh, no, can't really do that. No, that car park's full. Look at this. Perdona, ¿se puede meter coche? Muchas gracias. Vale. €1 y dos. There we go, guys, having a bit of a laugh with me, cleaning up trees, found the car parking space. Told him, asked him to move his, said if he could park here today.
Venga, gente, aquí bien.
¿Vamos bien?
Hombre, déjame un autobús.
Este chiquitillo, este coche. Ahí está.
Espera.
There we go, we're parked. Let's get to the town hall. So here we are, we've parked up. I'm going to show you the car park. There's always put a link below, but to be honest, you're going to see the car park if if you're coming close to the town hall. You put in Google Maps, you find it like I did, right in the centre. There we go, that's where we parked, so no payment needed there. But I've just noticed something. That's a yellow line. Am I really allowed to park there? Don't know, haven't had a ticket, but it is a yellow line. Don't park on yellow lines. I just contradicted myself then. I always talk about check the lines where you park, and I've gone and done it myself. So here we go. Now you can see that this car park is complete. So there is lots of on-road parking here, but it's very, very busy. And then you get this, look, people park like that, you see? Dreadful. That's one of my biggest bugbears. But anyway, let's keep this positive. So, depending on where you park, and you can see the town hall in Estepona, but it's now moved to this building here. I've only ever been to the old building, which was in the port. But this is a fantastic building. Check this out. Let's have a wander. So, yeah, here we go. In front of us, this is the new town hall building in Estepona. Well, new. I think it's been around since last year, but we definitely my first time registering a Padron here. Our job today was to actually update a Padron. So our client Denise, who's on a renewal now, I know she's watches the channel, so I'm going to put a selfie on of me and Denise now. We tell us about a story. We met in a place in the sun when we did the exhibition there. That would have been 2022. Needed a visa, now she's on a renewal, loving life in Spain. And just check this building out here. We've been in, and to update the Padron, all we had to do was present her TIE card, passport, and a copy of the nota simply from the property that she's bought. Because she's already registered, it was a lot easier to do. So I'm just going to pan around now and show you how close the car park actually is to the town hall. And lots of on-road parking, but as I say, it could still be quite tough. There we go. And I have to be honest, the car park's a little bit scruffy. That's my honest opinion on the car park. But this block around here, this is gorgeous. Now, I suppose it depends what your opinion is on modern buildings. You'd either say that it's a work of art or it's the ugliest thing you've ever seen. So, I actually think it's a cool looking building. And considering, so our old town is, I say the start of the old town's around this side, where you can see slightly more older buildings, or where they've built apartment blocks where older buildings were. You look at these apartment buildings, which are your typical square, horrible blocks. Sorry if anybody lives there, but they are not the best architecture in the world. To this thing, which I think is pretty impressive. But anyway, let me know your opinion below. And it's got a lovely area here, which I'm assuming they will use for events or anything else. And some stairs there. Oh, here we go. Here's me struggling for parking. As you say, these discovery trips, we do see an awful lot. And I think there's a car park here. Of course there is. The good thing about these discovery trips, and the fact that I really do rarely research them, is we find things as we go. And look at that. Town Hall got its own car park. You've just got to find how to get into it. So there we go. Brilliant. So there's obviously plenty of parking if you don't mind paying for a little bit of parking at the Town Hall. We'll bring you around the front of the building, and then we'll tell you a little bit about the requirements and actually getting a Padron in Estepona. You can book an appointment. Actually here they have a machine to book an appointment, but they won't give you, very rare you'll get it on the same day. I've seen people turning up, putting an appointment at machine, and it was saying around a week's time. And there you go. That's the front of the building. Assuming that's where all the offices are. I wonder if they can see out the window up there. And what can they see out the window? I suppose it's just that metal thing, isn't it? And then, lovely town, Estepona. Bit overcast today. But hey. Okay then, right then, let's tell you about the requirements to get a Padron certificate here in Estepona. So here's the main office. You can see here where your appointment will come up once you've booked it and you've got your code. Great shot from the outside. And the lovely Denise, our client that we met on the day of the appointment. So, here we are, Estepona Town Hall behind me, and using our new phone today, so hopefully the quality is getting better. And this phone actually has a thing for a USB microphone, which I still need to buy. I hope you can still hear me. But anyway, we're always improving on this channel, aren't we? But what do you need? Well, Estepona is one of the stricter ones, really, to be honest with you. If you're coming here to register on the Padron, and also if you are in a rush, then you've got to get in early, because they take at least 20 to 25 days to come through. Okay, so what happens is, let's talk about the actual registration process. Once you present your documents, they make you fill out this form here, and you present all your documents. They scan them in, it goes up to the census department, and within 20-25 days you will then be registered on the Padron. If you need an actual certificate, you have to come back, book an appointment to get in to pick one up, or book one online to pick one up, or you can actually download one using your digital certificate. Alright, so that's the time it takes. But what are the requirements? Well, as always, we're going to put an article below excuse me, of that we've written, which tells you that it's an overview of all the requirements if you're going to register on the Padron. But here in Estepona, they do want to see the original documents for everybody who is registered at the address. And if your name isn't on, if we're talking about rental contracts or even properties, then if your name isn't on that rental contract or on that property and you're a spouse, you will need to bring your marriage certificate along as well. Children definitely need to bring birth certificates along, and if you're coming on a visa, you'll already have them legalised, apostilled and translated. The same with the marriage certificate. So that's the first thing you need to bring. If you've got a rental contract, bring the rental contract along, but also bring a utility bill in the name of the person who is renting you the property, unless they put it in your name, which is a rare case, but bring that as well. Or bring that if you haven't got it in the name of the person who's renting the property. Ideally, they'll give you a council tax bill, an IBI, EB as we call it here, bill in their name to prove that's paid up to date, to accompany the rental contract. And we always think it's a good idea here in Estepona to bring a copy of the person who's renting you the property, their documents as well. So if they're Spanish, bring a copy of their DNE, their ID card, and if they're a foreigner, bring a copy of their passport and residency, or passport and NIE certificate if they haven't got residency here in Spain. Belts and braces, bring that with you. And do you know what, if you're renting a property, your landlord should provide that anyway. So we've got your documents, your passport, if you've got an NIE certificate, if you've got a TIE card, if you've got an EU residency card, bring that. If you haven't registered for that and you're actually getting your Padron to register for your TIE card, bring your passport with your visa in it, your rental contract, supplement that with proof of other people who are going to be registering, so that's marriage certificates, birth certificates if it's spouse and children, and also the documents of the person who's renting you the property. If you own a property, then you need to bring either a notice simply or the property deeds, or both ideally. Don't forget, if you're using a conveyancing lawyer, they should really provide you with both. And also bring a utility bill as well, just in case they ask. Alright, the registration takes, as I said, around 20 to 25 days, and to get your certificate you'd have to come back and pick a copy up, or you can get it with your using an appointment system, or you can get it with your digital certificate. And that's it, getting a Padron in Estepona. Now we're going to put below also an article which shows you how to book an appointment in Estepona. It's very, very simple booking system in Estepona, albeit that they only seem to release 1 day at a time, and a day seems to be in a week's time. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you like the channel, so there's another one of our Padron videos, please subscribe, hit the bell, like and share with your friends. So I always sign off and then remember to do another video and think, oh, do I put that in the same video, or what do I do? So I've got an idea. I'm going to call it bonus material. There we go. With my son, we have been researching YouTube channels before. So the YouTube channel, our YouTube channel, originally came from me just doing videos to not basically repeat myself through the withdrawal agreement with people who kept asking the same questions, because there's an awful lot of people in the same situation. So I was like, look, cool, let's do a video, and when we get that inquiry we'll send it out, and if we can help we will. And it really, really, really worked. But from there, evidently, it's grown. And now my son, who watches YouTube, completely different channels to me, but people who are very successful and about 12 years old, give me all these hints and tips on what to do with community posting, shorts and everything else. So we're going to call this, and I said, what do I do about when I sign off on a video and then remember to do something else? He said, it's bonus material, Dad, it's bonus material. I'm like, oh yeah, brilliant. So this is your bonus material at Estepona, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the drive out to the motorway and how easy it is to get in and out of the centre of town, this town hall. You can see it to your right hand side here now. I'm still waiting for all the comments on the video of whether you A, like it, love it, B, hate it, don't like it, this building. I think it's going to be quite interesting to see people's comments. I mean, it depends on the placement, doesn't it? Where is it? I mean, if you look at oh dear, the old flu still with us. If you look at the apartments like this block, it's on the right hand side here. It's very, very modern, and it fits in with that. It's quite a nice block actually. So anyway, it's basically the main road out. It's we're 2 minutes off of the town hall now. Just watch out for these zebra crossings. They're a real pain, and for those, the motorbikes are ducking in and out. If you're not got your wits about you, checking your mirrors, then, well, they might knock your wing mirror off. You might hurt them, which is a It's an inconvenience for everybody. Drive like nutters. So we've got a danger coming up here, so everybody's going to go to the left lane. We're going to let this guy go in front because he's definitely not going to let me in. You have to, no road rage when you're in a car that's sign written up Upsticks, be getting complaints. So here we go. What's going on here with the police? Let's have a look. Oh, he's just giving his mate a high five while standing in the middle of the road and illegally parked. Love it. On the main road, what shops have we got down here in Estepona then? We've got specialists in paint. Domino's Pizza. Can't say as I've ever been in a Domino's Pizza. I'm not a pizza lover, to be honest. It's the cheese. I do like nice hard cheese, but not the sort of cheap pizzeria cheese. Still on the same road, just keep following the roundabouts. And heading now towards the AP7, because the AP7 is the road. Got a Mercadona off to your left here. Mercadona's always got a car park. Well, it's one of the most popular supermarkets to shopping, because you can always find somewhere to park. Albeit, it seems to be, the prices seem to be going up everywhere, but Mercadona specifically, it does seem to be getting quite expensive. We've got a pharmacy here off to our right hand side. Plenty of, no shortage of bars, I can tell you that. Novo Kitchen, Cocinas Alemanas, German kitchens there. I wonder what the difference is from a German kitchen to a Spanish one. Well, so we've got an apartment building off to our left hand side that they're building. We're going to come up to this fantastic sports stadium now. I can't wait to, for one day, go in it. Probably not to do sports, though depending on when you're watching this video, I may have already run a marathon. It is 2024, it's January. We have started the Malaga Marathon 2024 plan. It's 11 months, so we have basically, we have until July 28th when the marathon training starts, to get in shape as much as possible, and then follow a training plan from the 28th of July onwards to the Malaga Marathon. Let's hope that it doesn't all go wrong like last year, where I started January and finished in February and never picked it up again, and completely used work as an excuse. And it was an excuse because I could have quite easily have done the training at home, because we have a running machine which is a bit knackered and old, but it still works. So no excuses, and I decided that accountability, put it on the channel, and then people will ask, what's going on here? Oh, we're on a red light. So here off to the right we have the Estadio de Atletismo, the athletic stadium. It's got the Olympic rings outside. It's absolutely huge. I'll try and pan the camera around so you can see it. There you go, behind the trees. Maybe one day we'll stop and do a video to show you. Yeah, you can really see it, but fantastic. Sports here in Spain is amazing, so much of it. Got a Vets there as well off to our left, and now we're heading to the motorway. Bomberos, here's the fire department. Huge fire department here. I mean, probably because we've also got the mountains there. We know about the mountain fires that we have. I actually did a video in Alarin about that 2 years on, up where they're still chopping down the dead trees and logging them in the logbook. Sorry, couldn't resist. Here's the fairground. They have the feria here, I think. So partying goes on in summer right next to the motorway. Plenty of parking. And we are going to jump on to the AP7. Well, this is the A7. And we'll show you where the split is. So if you want to go on the coast road, which can honestly be a bit of a nightmare because you have to go through Puerto Banús, San Pedro, and there's always, at this time of the day, I mean lunchtime, there's always queues there. It can take me an hour and a half to get home, whereas if I jump on the AEP roads, it takes me about 45 minutes. So albeit you have to pay, I still think it's a better idea. Plus you save a bit of petrol because it's a shorter, more direct route. So I believe the time saving and the petrol saving compensates what you pay on the toll roads. Albeit, I've said it before, I don't agree with paying the toll roads anyway. I think we pay car tax, we pay tax on lots of stuff, and I don't believe in the toll roads, we should pay it. But they've got to recuperate the money, I suppose, somehow. I also think that if they didn't charge for the toll roads, there'll be less accidents with the lorries, because the lorries go on the coast road, and I don't think they should be allowed on the coast road unless they are specifically, evidently delivering somewhere. But the people who are on their journey, just passing through the Costa del Sol, going somewhere else, should have to use the toll roads because there'll be less accidents, especially on that corner where the colour is. That's just always prone. Sadly, people have even lost their lives. But I'm pretty much sure that none of the Spanish road authorities are going to watch the channel, so I'll take on my opinion. There is a movement. I think I saw in the news that they were going to put more tolls on to pay back the debt for the roads to the EU. But that's been stopped now for a while, but no doubt that will happen. But then again, if you do live in Spain and you're coming here to retire, I suppose it's all when you're doing it's different with work. If you work and your economy is in Spain, and you don't derive an income from abroad, should we say, then maybe having the toll roads is, it seems really expensive because your economy is in the Spanish economy. But if you're coming here to retire, you've got decent pension income, maybe having a toll road isn't so much of an inconvenience. The fact of driving on these absolutely lovely open roads, which you can see, we can literally put your foot down, be careful of your speed, because they have the helicopters above. Helicopters with the speed traps, but you can sit here at a nice 120 like I am now, and just, it's a beautiful, beautiful drive. So there we go, that's your bonus material coming outside of Estepona, showing you a bit of the area, telling you the shops that are about, a waffle about toll roads, and we'll carry on our journey back to Upsticks HQ and the office.